All right, sixth grade, we're ready to get cruising into chapter 20 here, talking about our universe. Last chapter we talked about the sun and the moon, and now this chapter we're going to talk about our planets and other things that make up our solar system, as well as all the stars. So let's get rolling today. Our goal is to answer the question, what is Earth's place in the universe? The universe contains countless billions of stars grouped in galaxies. One of those stars is our sun. The sun and all the planets and other bodies around it make up our solar system. So step one, we're going to learn about the universe. Astronomy, the study of space and the objects in it, is one of the oldest sciences. In other words, guys, you got your fill in blank, but why they're saying it's one of the oldest sciences is from the beginning of time, humans have looked to the sky to learn things. Here's one of the things they did. As far back as 3,500 BC or more, people have been studying the sky to know when to plant, to know how to navigate the seas, all those things. But it wasn't until 1609 when the Italian scientist Galileo first used a crude telescope to study the sky that scientists could see much more than just little dots of light in the sky. His findings changed the way people think about space. So guys, it might have been around for forever. It's been around for over 5,000 years, but less than 500 years ago, we actually started to learn something about it. Up until then, it was just, hey, look, little dots of white light. That's all it was to us. Today, scientists use powerful telescopes to look into the universe. One of those is the Hubble Space Telescope that we have out in space. They can study all the energy and matter as well as the empty space that makes up our universe. Our Hubble Space Telescope, guys, so often when we look at these pictures, you're like, man, that's so cool. When I look in the night sky, it doesn't look like that. That's because they're putting on different filters, guys. One time they're using visible light, like what you and I would have if we looked through a telescope we bought at a store. Other times they're filtering UV light or X-ray light or radio waves, guys. So that's a lot of times how we get these different pictures and colors that we see. It's not so much that there's all these colors sitting out there. It's just the different filters they're running them through. All right, that's the universe. Everything all together. Now let's talk about the Milky Way galaxy. We now know that the Earth is part of a Milky Way galaxy. A galaxy is a huge grouping of stars. The universe has clusters of billions of galaxies, and each galaxy has billions of stars. Now guys, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how many galaxies are out there. In other words, in my mind, space just goes on for forever. I don't know how it would end. And so that's what scientists are just saying. We just think there's billions of stars in each one, and there's billions of galaxies, which is amazing. Can you imagine on day 4, God said, let there be the stars, and instantly we created billion times billion. That's 1 with 18 zeros after it if I just take 1 billion times 1 billion. If I said there's 10 billion galaxies and each one has 10 billion stars, that's 1 with 20 zeros after it. It's amazing. Extra credit, day 4. God creates the sun, moon, and stars. Simply said, let there be, and voila. You may have seen part of the Milky Way galaxy in the night sky. It looks like a pale white stripe or a band across the sky. Now guys, you can't see this in Milwaukee because we have too much city light. We call that light pollution. You got to get way out of the city where it's, dark, dark, dark. And then if you look up on a really clear night, you can see kind of this hazy little, it just looks like it's a thin white line kind of thing. And that's you looking through all the stars of our galaxy. If you were outside of the Milky Way galaxy and far away from it, you could see that it's shaped like a flat pinwheel. This type of galaxy is called a spiral galaxy. Our sun, one of the stars of the Milky Way, sits on one of the arms. So you can picture a pinwheel, guys, with these little things sticking out of it. Our sun is out there. It's just one of at least 100 billion stars that we believe belong to our Milky Way galaxy. Have we counted 100 billion stars? No, we just look at a lot of them and say, man, there's got to be 100 billion. It appears brighter than all the other stars simply because it is closer to Earth. Spiral galaxies are just one of the 3 shapes of galaxies. Elliptical galaxies is shaped like an oval or an ellipse. And then we have everything else. We just call it the irregular shaped galaxies that do not have a regular shape. So either shaped like a pinwheel, You're shaped like a circle, ellipse, oval, something like that, which we call elliptical. And then if you're not shaped like that, we call you irregular. Now, guys, as we go through this chapter, please understand the evolution that they're going to slip in there, and please also understand just the belief that they write these as facts to say there's 100 billion galaxies and each galaxy has 100 billion stars. It certainly could be true, guys. I have no idea. But I also want you to say it might not be true. We haven't been to all the galaxies that are out there, have we? And so that's the challenge as we study space, to say it's forever, it's infinite, it's really big. How can we get there? Okay, if you remember in history class, guys, we talked about geocentric and heliocentric, and we said geocentric, Earth is the center of the universe. Nope, that's wrong. It's heliocentric. The sun is the center of our universe. Guys, that's wrong too. The sun is not the center of our universe. The sun is not the center of our galaxy. The sun is only the center of our solar system. And that's what we'll continue to learn about, but keep that stuff in mind. Okay, we're going to stop there for today. You got the blanks filled in from 1 through 15, got a little extra credit. You guys have a great Friday.